Single Queens. Hey, Single Queens. This is Monday Night Live. Monday Night Live. So, hey, for you that are in my Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle. For you that are on Instagram, hello to those that are Instagram. And then also for you that are watching this on YouTube. YouTube family, we welcome you as well. We are excited about another Monday Night Live. Now, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And you can also comment below and comment on my Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle, and also on IG. So tonight we have a great Monday Night Live. Again, we do Monday Night Live every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. And so tonight's topic is really a question that I was asked, and I'm going to answer that question tonight, and then also another question that parallels that is identical with the same meaning but not the same context. And so the question is, if I've never been single, how do I know when I'm ready to date? Okay, so context of that is what? Is that you're single, you've never been single because either you probably married somebody right out of high school or sometimes right around there, so you really never quote unquote dated anybody. You may have even just dated one time and that was pretty much it, and so it wasn't really a date, you just got married. But for whatever reason, you may be a widow. Okay, so you would fall into this category. I've never dated per se anybody. I've just been single, and so in saying that, let's get this light back on. And so in saying that you're single, and then there are other scenarios. Maybe you've been not wanting to date, not wanting to put yourself out there. So you've been single but not dating. How do you know if you're now ready to date? Okay, and then for those that have been in a relationship, the second question would be, I've been in relationships and I'm hurting. How do I know if I'm ready? How do I know if this is the time for me to start dating? Have I healed enough? Right? So those are two similar questions, different contexts, but let's get into this. Okay? So again, let's talk about dating. Let's define it. Dating is you're getting to know them and they're getting to know you. And you do it by what? By communicating. You're getting to know them. You're asking them questions. They're asking you questions. And you're really wanting to see if this is a potential person that you could be, that you can be with in the future, right? Now, sometimes you're dating and exchanging information. You're just really actually just doing it to have fun. So you have to find out, number one, the intent. Why do you want to date? For you that may haven't been dating and want to getting back out there, and you want to begin to ask yourself, am I ready for a relationship? Not even really am I ready to start dating, but am I ready to be in a relationship? That's going to be very important for that, right? If you have been hurt in relationships, are you ready to start? Are you ready to start dating? Okay, so this is questions that you have to begin to ask yourself, and that's the first question that I'll ask myself: do I really want to be in a relationship? Because many times, if you've been hurt or a widow, in widow cases, if you had a great husband, then you're going to be wanting to ask yourself those questions, right? Do I really want to start over again? Am I really ready for that? Am I really emotionally going to be there for him? Mentally, right? So you got to begin to ask those questions. Are you ready to start dating? Now, honestly, many times as you're getting to know people, right? As you're getting to know people, you may find yourself not available, not into it. And it's okay to pull back. That's why you got to communicate that. I'm newly a widow, or I've been a widow, and I'm thinking about getting to know some people, right? And so you let that intention be known to the people. Now, again, what is your purpose of dating? Okay, I'm dating to get to know somebody. In fact, I'm just dating to get out the house, and that's okay. That is really okay, because there is no There's no strings attached. There's no intention in this. I'm just getting out of the house. You're not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Now you have to be careful with that, because why? Because what it intends to look like, nothing can create something. Set boundaries, set your standards, and make sure you check in with your feelings, because you start going out and hanging out with somebody on a periodic basis. You're talking to them on the phone and you're seeing them. It can turn into something that you didn't mean for it to turn into. Okay? So don't just allow it to happen, right? Just don't allow things. No, you're in full control. You're in full control of this, right? Again, what's your intent? What's your intent? What's your intent? And then as you begin to find out the intent of you wanting to be in a relationship, then what I want you to also begin to do is not only ask yourself the question, am I ready for a relationship? But then you have to begin to check in with yourself as you're going on these dates. As you're going on these dates, how do you feel about that, right? How do you feel opening yourself up? Do you feel, are you able to be vulnerable? Because in order to get to know somebody, you're going to have to be open. You're going to have to be vulnerable a little bit. So again, checking in with yourself, are you vulnerable, right? And then if I'm vulnerable, then yes, okay? So that's going to set you up in the direction that you're wanting. You're always checking in on yourself. Now, here's the thing. You want to begin to know exactly the type of person you feel you would be compatible with, or that you're wanting to date, okay? So when you have an idea of the type of person, so when this person comes into your world and you're exchanging information and you get to know, you say, I thought I wanted somebody like that. Because the thing is, if you're a widow, or if you haven't dated in a while, or haven't dated at all, right? I know this one lady who didn't date anybody until she was like 40, right? And so we went out on a couple of dates with a guy and married him. You know, things happen like that, right? But I'm saying that because you feel like you want something or desire something, and it may have been you then, but it may not be you now. You may have wanted him to treat you like that, but now you don't want that. So this is all a part of learning who you are, okay? So it's very important that you learn who you are. And I see y'all queens jumping on. Hey, queens, we're talking about tonight. Am I ready to date? How do I know that I'm ready to date? I'm getting to know some people, right? Okay. So it's very important that you're opening yourself up and you're becoming vulnerable, right? Getting to know them as they're getting to know you, right? And then you're checking in with yourself. I don't know if I'm really ready for this, right? And you may only honestly may go out twice. You may even, your conversation with them may not even be long. You have to determine that. If you've been hurt and you feel like this is your time to get back out there, okay? Take your time. On both of these instances, whether you haven't dated in a while, dated at all, and you're just single, or if you've been dating and was in a relationship and now you're hurting, you want to take your time. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. You're getting to know somebody, and again, you want to make sure that what are you looking for? What are you dating for? Right? That's what you want to ask him. And if you have not gotten my dating questions, if you're on YouTube, it's down below in the description box. If you're on IG, make sure you go to, you can just comment below and I'll get it to you, or DM me and I'll get you the questions to be asking on these dates. And then on Facebook, just comment below, I'm ready, and then I will get you that, right? So you want to make sure that you're asking the right questions on these dates and then checking in. So that's how you will know if you're really ready. Because why? Because you didn't step out there. Now, what you gotta have to understand is, now as you're moving forward, as you're dating, you really want to begin to ask yourself, am I attracting the right people? Right? Am I attracting the type of people that I want? Because again, it's not going to be them that's going to be wrong. It's going to be that you've attracted wrong. And it's so much easier to correct who you're attracting to you opposed to trying to correct them, right? We don't want to be trying to correct anybody. We just want the right person to come into our lives, right? as in the right people coming into our lives, and then we're getting to know them, and then they're getting to know us. Okay, so that's very important. This has been very good. How do I know if I'm ready to start dating? You will know it as you start taking these steps and as you start opening yourself up. But the question that you have to begin to ask yourself, instead of saying, am I ready to start dating? Am I ready to am I ready to be in a relationship? Am I vulnerable? Can I open myself up? You've been hurt, going through that healing process. Am I ready to? Am I healed? Right? Am I healed? Am I attracting the right people? Okay. If you're not attracting the right people, or if you're attracting people like your ex, you want to stop dating, right? You want to stop dating because why? Because you want to attract the right people. And if you start attracting the right people, then you're going to have the right outcome. So this is a great, great question. And you have to check in with yourself and be honest with yourself. Okay? And as you begin to allow yourself to go and allow yourself to date with your head and not with your emotions, not with your emotions. And it's okay to pull back, but just verbalizing and communicating with the person as you're getting to know them and letting them know. Okay? Many of you are asking, yes, we are having another free workshop, another free class. It's going to happen not next Monday, but the Monday after next. And if you want to join that, all you have to do is just let me know. Facebook, let me know, and I'll send you the link. You can click on that link and join it. We're going to have it on Zoom and also on in our Facebook group. It won't be on IG, but it'll be on Facebook group, and it'll also be on Zoom, so you can join us. All right. If you're in IG, all you got to do is click the link in my bio, and you can register, and it's for free. Register for free class, and then if you're on YouTube, it's in the description box down below. All right. This has been great. Glad to see you guys on. It's time for you to move from single to successfully dating. You're seeing success in all these other areas of your life. Now it's time for you to start seeing success in dating, in your love life, in your relationships. If you're not ready, be honest with yourself and say, you know what? It may be time for me to step out there, or maybe not. Okay? But you know the difference, because why? Because when you begin to talk to somebody on the phone and they gotten your phone number, and you starting to talk to them, and you're starting to check in with yourself. This is how you know that you're ready to what? Date, which means getting to know them and they're getting to know me. All right? And then you can set the pace, set the standard, keep your emotions out of it. Keep your emotions out of it, and making sure that you are following through on everything that you said. This has been great. Hopefully this helped you. We'll be talking about that this week. Remember, queens don't settle. Glad that you guys are joining me, and you guys have a great night.